One of my favorite Terrans of all time, with probably my favorite Zerg in the whole world against each other.
Combo against the Queens, both decent choices. But this is something we usually see with an armory, and then they kind of try and bounce the Queens into the Hellbats.
Or a bit of a run around the outside here with the Lings from Dark.
You can see Inno kind of searching the edges of the middle of the map. Didn't quite go all the way down to that edge, though. These Zerglings are going to sneak in. 2 Hellions about halfway from popping. Is Innovation just going to dive to take advantage of this? I don't know. Those Zerglings are in there, and they're doing damage right now. He's going to start to engage the Queens, but a Mule goes down. Another almost fresh Mule taking a lot of damage.
All the SCVs are fighting off the line there with the two Hellions out. Should be able to deflect those Lings, but losing 5 SCVs does really sting for Innovation.
Leia is going to be doing another Zergling run by Innovation, desperate to put on the counter pressure. He's committed everything over to this side of the map here. He's looking to slow down that creep spread at the very least.
Oh, I think Innovation might be actually going for an armory shortly. He's getting Cyclones now, throwing out some Marines.
Overlord speed on the way. His lair is almost finished. Will be nice against those Banshees. Of course, that Overlord gets on the high ground. Nothing there to spot it right now. And that's going to hang on. You were right, though. Armory on the way there, Maynard. More Aliens and Banshees coming out as well. I believe Cloak is finished now. Spores are going down. Dark has a little bit of a worker lead, has some Queens, has some Roaches, but a very fierce attack. Looks like it's working its way over to his side of the map.
Oh, another committal of Lings here, looking for that SCV line, and once again, they're finding some damage. They're going off the line. This time, Innovation defends a little bit more solidly, though.
It's the Queen Roach Ravager, but he didn't actually get Roach speed, did he? Even though the lair's finished. So I think he's just made Overlord speed to try and bring the Queens with this push to shoot down Banshees. So the whole point of this from Dark is to counterattack. He wants to shut down this pressure and then get over to the other side of the map. This is a disaster for Innovation, running into Dark's huge army.
Oh yeah, he's taking a lot of damage here. The Hellbats is getting minced up by those Queens and Roaches. The Cyclone's doing a lot of damage from the back, but there's no upgrades, so Dark just overwhelms, and GG, that's all she wrote for game 1.
Yeah, he seems a little bit excited over there. He's got some cool plays.
We've got a Baneling Nest going down with Lair, so it looks like Dark possibly heading up to Lingbane Hydra. Could be Buta as well. We're seeing Solar whip that out a bit.
Ooh.
And it's a lot of Hellions. Queens are here to meet them, though.
Cheeky Viking, though, does get the Overlord kill.
Getting Stim, getting 1-1, and getting tanks and Marinas with medevac support. The real threat is right here in this Stim upgraded Marine army, and 2 tanks loaded up in 2 medevacs. Dark
nice
with a
angle,
really quick 4th hatchery.
Ooh,
that's a nice spot for those tanks.
Yeah, that's a beautiful position right there. The Bane speed is nice. The Queen's coming forward will do something, but oh, those siege tank shots taking out a lot of these units.
Well, this is going to be a not too bad cleanup for Dark. There's a high starts here for Dark. And that's why Innovation's already, you know, on that 4th base, like Pig talking about, getting out these Liberators, because that is one of the best tools to deal with Hive Tech.
88 workers, a 5th base covered in drones. Dark has 5 mineral lines completely full of workers. Innovation has a timer on, man. He's got to do something. He's got to do it soon. Hydra's finding these Liberators, though. They're not going to find any damage. This is just so hard for Innovation.
There is a spot here.
Real hole to dig himself out of.
Certainly is. Oh my god, a Baneling bust here as well. Innovation and late on the pullback with the SCVs.
Burrowing in the mineral line as well. Was Inno what?
No!
Oh my gosh.
Dark's waiting for a tasty target. He's like, nah, not 4 SCVs. I want the whole damn thing.
Okay, ends up unburrowing and only getting a small handful.
We're going to be seeing Ghost soon. And I know Innovation is a brother that loves his nukes. Throw in nukes as well. I feel like Terran's getting better and better at using them, even though he nuked his own army that one time.
He's got to use some TY levels of patience to make this work, man. He's going to have to pray to TY that he knows how to control his ghosts and everything as well as he does. Wonder if we might even see Ravens in the later stages of this. For now, the creep is at the doorstep. Dark covering this map. He's got 3-3 on the way. This Bio wants to push it back, encountering just a small section of Dark's army. Innovation decides to stand and fight. He's taking some nice trades. I feel like it's like he's changed every Terran's view of where the proper amount of economy is, because he's just the best at late game, and now they're all starting to do it. They're all starting to got this crazy worker count. I guess you kill 20 workers, Innovation's like, it's fine, I've got 75 more, man.
Well, this is not fine. This is actually quite a bit of damage here from Dark, forcing a lift off on that CC, which is already damaged, losing 2 tanks as well as a bunch of supply depots. Innovation has to come and deal with this.
You go off creep with your Hydras, they're going to get choked up. They're going to get stuck behind each other. They're not going to do that well. And Innovation has taken advantage of this. He's saying, look, I'm only going to be mobile with Bio Medevac. If it ever gets in trouble, we're going to pick up and we're going to leave. That's why I feel like Dark needs to get out these Vipers and start abducting these Medevacs. Innovation's taking it to the Supreme Max late game. It comes down to who's better at this stage of the game. All those advantages that Dark fought for earlier, they're not really worth anything anymore.
Not so much, although he keeps taking nice fights here at this location. Nuke does land, but the Ghost looks like it's going to die to the Spine Crawler. Ultra's on the field now. Innovation not with a ton of units down here, but here come the Ghosts!
He's coming forward for the snipes. A couple of beautiful focus fires there. Pulls everything back. The SCVs evacuated. The Marines focus fired. The Orbital and the Building Command Center survive.
Siege tanks and Ghosts, oh my, here for Innovation. This is a great late game army. Here are the Vipers. Oh, EMPs of the Vipers. Oh, they're taken out of the battle. Oh,
the
into the corner, into the corner.
Oh, no. Oh no! The moment where you go nowhere to run, you accidentally move command your Marines into the Bailey. Not that it mattered, he was in a corner anyway, but it just looked hilarious.
I don't know about this one for Dark. This actually seems like a really good trade for Innovation.
This is a habit Dark has in these situations. He's mining more than Innovation, but not that much more. He does need to get more efficient trades than that. Dark can't keep just throwing away masses of Ultra Baneling. We saw him play and lose a game like this not that long ago, actually.
This might be quite nice. Swarms of things are good against Ghosts.
No Overseers.
And Banelings. That's
no
true,
detection
actually.
There. These Ghosts will... Oh, there we go. Oh, he didn't get the snipe on that. Oh, the single Overseer providing detection. He loses almost all of his Ghosts. No siege tanks or liberators to support. And that is what Dark was looking to create. Yeah, he took a few inefficient trades, but he forced Innovation out of position, and in the chaos, he jumps on all the valuable units.
A single mistake is all that it takes sometimes when players are as good as Dark. They will punish you for it. These Ultras are going down. Innovation loses 29 SCVs.
You need more support for those Ghosts, or you need to be on point with sniping those Overseers the moment they come in range. And he wasn't on top of either. As a result, loses a lot of his economy. Now the north side under assault. The SCVs are trying to escape, but he's losing so much in the process.
Snipes going down on these Ultras, or at least attempting it. But he do blood. Oh God, the bangs to the south. Oh, all right, all right.
Close your eyes, Terran players. Close your eyes.
I'm like hiding in a corner, closing my eyes and hoping it goes away, that it's not real, Pig, but unfortunately it is. Dark is in a pretty commanding position now. Innovation with a counterattack with his Bio gets one of the hatcheries of Dark and is engaging these Queens and maybe might get another hatchery, but Dark still has a pretty commanding position at the moment with 82 drones and a lot of bases where that came from.
Yeah, desperate little attack here, trying to take advantage of the very low number of anti-air, but these Hydras on the right-hand side have found a position just outside of Liberator range. He tries to do a hot redrop, does snipe down all the Hydras. This is actually a sick engagement by Inno. Finally, Dark realizes, wait a second, why am I fighting this? Just back off, I've got so many more bases.
Are about to pop right on the Medevacs, by the way, but anyway.
This is really tough. Innovation, of course, down and dirty. Trying to find efficiency. He's in a massive spot of trouble right now. And I think with the Corruptors there, it's like, yeah, just save whatever you can, but it's not going to be a lot. Most of those are just going down.
Vin Diesel's in these Medevacs. But he's getting this hatchery to the north. He's killed a couple in the south as well. Hitting from the north and the south is Innovation with what he has left with his Terran Bio. Still has a couple nukes, but I think it's kind of more on these snipes and the EMPs and those Vipers here at this point.
He can come from the north and the south all he wants, but I feel like it's just going to be one Zerg world colliding with this one, Maynard. He is surrounded. Ultras, Banelings, Corruptors rolling through. Desperate micro from Inno. Will he be able to hold on?
He's trying to do whatever he can with what he has here, but Dark still with overwhelming numbers. See Innovation trying to escape with a Ghost, but he gets caught and he taps out the GG. And we saw it all in first person. That's quite a lot of experience points there.